news,
education, politics,
economics, culture, weekly news, a roundup of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.
Time has come for our English Weekly program, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on Weekly News. Once more, welcome on Renouveau TV as part of its exchange tour with Malians. A delegation of the FAR party Ankawouli, led by its president, went on Tuesday to the headquarters of the Higher Council of the Malian Diaspora between Modibo Sidibé and Mohamed Sherif Haidara. It was mainly a question of converging the point of view in order to join hands to exit from crisis. 17 million CFA francs. This is the cost of the realization of the water supply offered to the population of Niamana by the Association de Développement pour Servir les Communautés. The ending out ceremony took place last week at the presence of traditional, religious, and administrative authorities, as well as the population of Niamana. Report with Mariam Kone.
This joy can be read on all the faces of the population in need of water, is the phrase of the Association de Développement pour Servir les Communautés, which has just offered water supply to the population of Niamana. We are very happy with this water supply. We usually left to drop our cans at midnight at the water supply for water, and it's until 11 the next day we managed to get water. With this golden gift, we can only thank God and the donors. The traditional and administrative authorities have exteriorized their satisfactions while asking for its sustainability in other localities of the district.
First of all, we thank God the Almighty. Supplying a district with water is really a very good thing. All we can say is to thank the donors. I always call on these humanitarians to multiply this kind of initiatives.
As for ADSE, Association de Développement pour Servir les Communautés, it's delighted to have accomplished this humanitarian gesture. Mohamed Hama Ibrahim reiterated the association's commitment to support people in need of basic services.
The massive population outflow shows how much people are grateful and satisfied with this water supply, which shows their intention to help us maintain this action. The choice of Niamana is not fortuitous, because Niamana is one of the Bamako districts that are in need of water.
With a ramp of 6 faucets and nearly 100 meters deep, this infrastructure, whose cost of realization amounts to 17 million CFA francs, will cover the drinking water needs of the thousands of families while reducing health risks related to water. Forum is a real area of accountability for the mayor and other development partners.
The International Alumni Forum of the Student Association of Mali has officially launched its activity this morning at the Hotel of the Place. Through this initiative, these former members of the association intend to respond their own way to the current major concern of Mali. For more details, let's listen to Mamari Biton Klubali, former member of this association.
We've been gathering here this morning to inform the press, national and international, about our organization since 1990, and then after that 1991, which became to introduce the democratic movement in our country. That's why those leaders from that association decided after a long time to gathering and think about how everything can be now resolved forever, because the first time when we started, everything did not go through as the way we were planning. So now this is the time for everybody to come back after study and everything. You see this morning We have a lot of friends and brothers who works at a high level in the government. So this is not anymore at a student or like they used to call IAM. Now this is ex-IAM, those who already been serving this association before. We're gonna have a lot of groups who's gonna be working on so many aspects of the country, such as education, health, securities, so on and so on.
The voluntary return of our competitor from Libya continues. The first charter flight of the International Organization for Migration for the year 2019 landed this Friday late in the evening at the international airport, President Modibo Keita Senu, with 181 migrants on board. At the arrival, they were welcomed by the Minister of Malian Overseas Citizens and African Integration. Details. The Malian government works in collaboration with the International Organization for Migration. This 181 voluntary return migrants come mainly from the city of Tripoli and Shabaha with a particularity. As for the migrants who try to desperately reach the European coast from Italy, they explain here the suffering they experienced during their stay on Libyan land. The Chief of Staff of the Ministry of Malian Overseas Citizens and African Integration, Musa Ali Kone, invited young people to stay in the country because, according to him, it's always home is better. End of the 5th edition of the Belém Togo of Somaso Art and Cultural Festival, located in the district of Bla. This town shared from March 23rd to 27. The festivity of Belém Togo is sacred place of the village. Details. Like the 4th edition, Belém Togo 2019 was a success for the organizing commission. The announced agenda has been fully executed. Launched in 2015, this festival is becoming more and more a reference for the valorization of culture in this part of Miankala, circle of Bla. For the president of the Association for the Development of Somaso, Markacha Dao, the communication was an important tool for the success of this festival. For the 2020 edition, the association is intending to bring innovations. According to its president, this will allow Belém Togo to be among the biggest festivals in Mali. The festival was animated by the artist Miss Mawa, Mamadou Dambele, alias Dabara, and many local artists. Always talking about festival, the city of Nara celebrated from March 22nd to 25th, 2019, the 9th edition of the festival Ouagadougou Meeting and Exchange Space. This initiative of the Association for the Development of the Nara Circle was marked by debate, folk dances, the football final of Top Cup, horse race, and a sightseeing. This event is also an economic opportunity for the population. Report. It's in the context of the promotion of peace, security, and social cohesion that this 9th edition of the Ouagadougou Festival is held. According to the organizers, this festival, which is a real space for expressing cultural diversity, is held in a particular context. During this launching ceremony, the prefect of Nara made an appeal to the people about social cohesion and collaboration with the defense forces. In addition to its cultural aspect, the Ouagadougou Festival is also an economic opportunity. Thanks to this meeting, temporary jobs are created. This contributes to the socio-economic development of the locality.
The festival is really a very interesting festivity because in this festivity everything changes. All the cultural things, many culture and many races get together. They gather to celebrate some. They make some celebrations, and after that, with economically, I can say the sailors and the little seller and the great seller, they all are increased in money also, because when there are a lot of people, there are a lot of selling too. Many people are coming and they are making businesses. People meet together also. We can make new friends with festival, and we can really know about many cultures. My type of thing is just about the hippodrome. I like horses. I like seeing them riding. So I've come here. It's really interesting. My message to the organizer is just to keep up doing it. It's a very interesting thing. Yes, it's the only way to get people together, to make people know each other, and to increase businesses for sellers.
Located in the Kulikoro region, the circle of Nara is composed of 11 municipalities. The population is estimated at more than 200,000 in Ibiran and composed of Soninke, Fulani, Bambara, More. It covers an area of 50,000 square kilometers with the main activities agriculture, livestock, and trade. Sport initially planned for March 27 to April 3, 2019 in Mopti, the tournament in the north was postponed and relocated in June to Gao. The announcement was made on Monday by the chairman of the organizing committee. About 700 young people from the region of Kidal, Menaka, Timbuktu, Gao, and Mopti will gather in June to compete in three disciplines including football, basketball, and athletics. Conference debate, cultural activities will be organized on the sideline of the tournament, the objective of which is to contribute to the strengthening of national unity and the consolidation of peace for the development of the northern region. This is the main news of the week. In a minute, we're going to deal with the second part of the program, which is the guest of the week. So, in the guest of the week this evening, we're going to talk about the promotion of English language, mainly in Mali. And for that, I'm with three guests. The first one is Mr. Iba Traore. Mr. Traore is the president of Ines Mali. Mr. Traore, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sagara.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Second one is Mr. Draman Coulibaly. Mr. Coulibaly is Secretary General of Ines Mali. Mr. Good evening.
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Sagarayan. Hi.
Thanks for coming. And the last and third one is Mr. Batraore. Mr. Traore is a secretary in charge of organization in Ines Mali. Mr. Secretary, Mr. Ba, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sagara.
Welcome.
And thank you for the invitation.
So, thank you. Let's start with Mr. Tariba Traore. Today, all over Mali, everybody talks about Ines Mali. Ines Mali, really, what is it?
Exactly. Ines Mali is everywhere we go. Ines Mali is an international network of English speakers. And it is not only students. Ines Mali is with everybody, people, students, professionally. Everyone is included in Ines Mali.
Can you talk a little bit about the history of Ines Mali? When had it been created?
Okay. A good question that everywhere we go, people ask us. Ines Mali is a club that has been created in 2008 by students. There were students at Flash here in Mali. Mm-hmm. You know, before at the university, people have only 2 days in the week of learning.
Yes.
And the rest of the week, they will stay home and do whatever they want. Mm-hmm. And those students, they say, why we should stay home? Why not coming together and create something, discuss, chat in English, just to improve our English skills, and sometimes do our home exercise from schools. That's where Ines Mali came from.
Mr. Secretary General, what are the different objectives of Ines Mali according to you now?
Okay, thank you very much. To me, Ines Mali is an environment where people can practice their English skills as well as their leadership and public speaking skills. Because we've noticed that as all of us are studying English and taking into account that Mali is a Francophone country, we are in lack of the environment, so we decided to set up a place where we can practice our English so that to grow.
Mr. Batraore, special question to you. How did you come to Ines Mali? How did you join them?
Okay, so I joined Ines by a friend at school. when I was in licence, a friend came to me. He said that, oh, I'm a member of a wonderful organization. It can permit you to improve your English skills. So I said, okay, why not? One time I attend the meeting, and after I immediately decide to be a member of this wonderful organization.
And when you joined this organization, did you get some opportunity? How did you get it? Interesting?
Okay. The only fact that today I'm in front of you to speak without any fear, this is thanks to Ines. And after this, Ines provides you more than English. It can permit you to improve your communication skills, your leadership skills too.
Exactly.
Mr. Traore, you speak English well, Secretary the same, Mr. Ba as well. So, did you never go in English-speaking country? You learn all your English here in Mali?
Okay, thank you for the question. I personally truly talk, I move from another country because I wasn't aware of the about this club.
Yeah.
And because I was in the university, I spent 1 year and 2 years, I wasn't getting what I wanted. So I decided to move to in an English-speaking country in Africa here. And so when I came back, just 1 month of that, I met Ines Mali.
Okay.
And those practice I use since I met Ines Mali, I've always going to Ines Mali. And that really permits me to improve it again because it didn't make me lose the 2 years that I spent in that country, so that to improve it day by day, week by week, and today I would say thanks to Ines Mali.
Thanks to Ines Mali, Mr. Draman Coulibaly, did Ines Mali improve your English skill, communication?
Oh, for sure. I'm really grateful to Ines Mali, for sure. If I'm here today speaking in front of you, and wherever I go, I don't have the fear to talk in front of people. It's due to Ines Mali, because in our club we have lots of activities. We have book presentation, we have a lot of activities, and all the activities we did in front of people. So it enhanced to very, very much my communication skills.
Mr. President, people say Ines Mali. That means Ines is also existing in other countries?
This is one of our targets. When we say international networking, the networking is not just by 2 persons in Mali. For the moment, we are just in Mali. We are in Mali, Bamako, Ségou, and Sikasso, and Bougouni as well. So now our target is going to Ghana. So when I went there, I tried to talk to some students.
Okay.
And even now they are seeing each other, they are meeting each other sometimes to discuss, but it's not really created. But now our target is to go outside Mali, because we are looking for a long-time vision for Ines Mali.
Okay. So Ines Mali has the day, I think.
Of course.
You're going to organize it when?
This Sunday.
This Sunday, Mr. The organizers, how are you planning to organize this great day?
Okay, it's not the first time. Every year we used to organize our event. And today, this year, our day will be next Sunday. And for that...
Which is tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow, So we invite all Malians to come and see what is Ines, what we are going to do. After English learning also, we give free courses to secondary students, high school students, to permit them to improve first their leadership skills, communication skills. And after, during the day, we organize competition in public speaking, competition in poetry, competition in sketch, debate, a lot of activity that you can have competition with different students from high schools.
Okay, so Mr. Draman Coulibaly, maybe he can forget to underline something. You do have something to add to what he just said?
Okay, the only thing I can add is that the specific aims of this event is, first of all, to promote the excellence in our country first, because we've noticed that today English is the first thing that we need in everything we are doing in life. So we want to help to improve the levels of pupils, students and everything, and to also know the audience about what we are doing. A lot of people heard about Ines Mali, but they don't know what Ines Mali is doing. So the day they will get the information about the clubs.
Mr. President, do you have something to add?
Yes, of course. This so-called event is called the Open Day Door. Ines Mali open his door to everybody.
Everybody.
Students, parents, neighbors, colleagues, friends, everybody is welcome to this day. It's just to see what Ines Mali is doing. How they say, we do like the thought of the day, the word of the day, the debate, the book presentation. It is the day that you can see what do you want to improve your English. You will say the levels of people sometimes are different. Some are high level, some are lower level. But in Ines, we have coaching. The mentor are here by and Draman are always coaching people. They come to the open day, you will see our different activity that we do there.
So if I understand well, you train many persons in Ines Mali.
Exactly.
So is it expensive? Training?
No. When I say to train, we don't train like exactly to train. We coach you.
Okay.
You train yourself. Even today, a lady was saying anytime we give her a role, it always permits her to improve it because she's making research, and the research that she is making is she always keep in her mind. Like we give them role to come and present. As I say, we teach you in the leadership skills, public speaking too. People sometimes they will shake like when they're in front of people. But when we give you role, sometimes you will moderate sometimes the whole session. You moderate the session, you come and present the word of the day, the thought of the day, the book presentation. Sometimes we have speakers too. And after the session too, you will evaluate the speakers and the grammarians too are there if we made any mistake on the station.
Okay.
And Ines Mali is for free.
Ines Mali
is for free. For free.
Okay, Ines Mali is for free. Mr. Batore, you the main secretary of organization.
Yeah.
And do you have a theme tomorrow? What are the chosen theme for tomorrow on which you are going to discuss tomorrow?
Okay, the theme of this year is about early marriage, a breakthrough on girls' education. Because we notice that our younger sisters are more and more victims of this practice.
Really?
Yeah.
You notice it?
Yeah. So now our goal is to show the negative impact of early marriage to everyone. During this, we have some projection. We have a partner, World Vision. We already are in this field. So they will project some films and documentaries. Okay. After this, we will have also a debate to discuss about it, the theme, why people do it, and how we can prevent this practice.
Secretary General, why you choose this theme? Many themes, but between all the different themes, you choose this one. Why?
Okay, we've chosen this topic because we've noticed that it is a prominent issue that we have to fight for. And also there is a quotation which says that if you teach, if you learn, if you educate a man, you educate a country. But if you educate a woman or a girl, you educate a nation and the world.
Explanation? I don't understand really what you mean. You educated a girl, you educated a nation, you educated a man, you educated only a man. What does it mean?
It means that the education of girls is very, very important. Because in our society, for sure, men are duties and responsibilities to do. But if girls are well educated, they are the one in charge of the important things, especially taking care of children, other things. It's a big stuff, and we think that they have to be well trained and they deserve to be educated to get the access as well as the positions as well as men. Yeah.
Mr. President, do you think that early marriage is not good according to our tradition? Because we in Mali, sometimes people give their daughter very early. Do you think that this is not well appreciated?
Exactly, Sagara. It is the sad story that we are living in Mali here. When you take the world statistic, Mali is at the sixth top rank of practicing this phenomenon or this practice, and we have 52% of the girls who is getting married before the age of 18, and 70% of before the age of 15. This is what is doing now in Mali. Is that very sad story. This is not the aim of Ines Mali. That's why we chose this topic. Last year, we chose the topic about women too, gender-based violence in the household. Yeah. And when we say that we choose this topic, is because I told you that we train people in the high schools. And usually we say most of them are young girls. And for some few moments, you will see that those girls are missing the courses. They are not coming. So you will ask their friend, they will say she got married. And those when they got married, they are very young. They didn't even enjoy their teenage age. And when they will go to a stage of their life that they did not know what is it about. A new husband, new family, new life. And when they get pregnant too, it is another problem. Their life is in danger. Some even die about it, and that's why we say we want to speak out about this problem. As I say, World Vision 2 is on the stage about this topic for a long time program. So when we saw them, we said we want to help them to talk about it.
Okay, so Ines Mali is really doing great today in every field, but do you have a partner for that? Who is helping you so that you can ready to do all this?
Thank you for these questions. As I told you, Ines Mali is for free. We don't pay anything. Thanks, we have a Coeur d'Alene Canado-American who is giving us a place where we can do our station every Saturday at Kalabankura. Apart from that, we have problem to get sometimes the partners when we want to organize the event. We have some partners such as Live Your Dream, Citraco, but we need more. They have just the founder of Ines Mali. That's why they are coaching us. But we really need sometimes the partners to help us to go. We want Ines to be everywhere. We want everyone to learn this beautiful language.
Mr. Secretary, we have American embassy here, British embassy, and many English-speaking country embassy here. Didn't you try to connect, to have a contact with them so that they can help you in your initiative?
Yeah, for sure. We've tried to get in touch with the embassies, and we are in relationship with them. Each year we send invitations to them. So the British embassy, the US embassy, between the embassies there are the prominent embassies. I'm sure that they will be there. We invited them to the event. And last year, the British embassy was represented by its chief deputy. And this year, we hope that they will show up too.
Okay. Yeah. Mr. Batraore is the main organizer, is the secretary of organization, as I say. What can we expect for tomorrow?
Okay, a lot of things. First of all, you will cry. You will laugh. You will cry because we are preparing a sketch in which there is only negative impact of early marriage. After this, You will laugh because we invite a lot of comedians, singers, and also slammers. A part of this, we have also the competition. If you like competition, we will be very happy to house you among us.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now let's go back to Mr. Traore. Mr. Traore, did Ines Mali give an opportunity to some people?
Yes, of course. Of course, we have a lot. Some people get opportunity through Ines. As I say, we have, for the moment, 2 partners or 3 partners, Citraco and Live Your Dream. Sometimes they give training to people. They want to train people, and after the training, if they like your work, they can take you as an employee. We have some members too working at those organizations through Ines. We have some people who got job at United States of America Embassy. Some even travel because sometimes when you want to go to learn abroad, we have to pass through some tests that we call TOEFL. We have some people after their school, they came to Ines to promote, and after that they went to that test, and thank God they succeed, and now they are learning abroad.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so as is almost time, now we're going to the end of our program today. Mr. Coulibaly, Mr. Traore. So now, what can be your last word, your message to English-speaking community in particular and Malian community in general?
Okay, so the message is simple. We need to change. We need to develop our country. The most important thing that we can do is to improve ourselves. This is personal development. You come here at Ines, you don't have the same level, but 10 years after, you will notice that you didn't change. It's because of you. So we should change. We are here to change mind, to show to people that they can do whatever they want in this world if they believe in themselves. And we are here to train them, to give them this self-confidence.
To give self-confidence, Mr. Coulibaly Draman, your last word message to the population.
Okay. My last word, I invite people to take English seriously into account. Because in the 21st century that we are living today, the ignorant is the one who don't speak English, to be sure. It's somehow sad to say, but it's a truth reality. So I invite people to learn this language, to join the clubs. Our club is open to anyone who is willing to join us. So let's come and let's go further together. Thank you very much.
Thanks in the presence.
Yes, and thank you. Husband say, before you ask your country what the country did for me, ask yourself, what did I do for your country? We know that we are doing something because we do go to those students to train them in their high school, and we call people to come to join Ines and coach them to practice. How he says, some people when they come they say, oh, I'm afraid. And when we give them, they say, I can't do it. But time when you give it them, week by week, you will see that they are improving. They were improving. And later on, you will be surprised that they will be so much talkative, and you wouldn't even be surprised. Say, wow, what a wow. Even himself will be even surprised of what the impact that he make on himself. That's one of the aim of Ines Mali. How they say, the big company now, the biggest country now in Africa, in the world, that it is English-speaking country. Whenever you go out of Mali, you will see that the language that you know that doesn't serve you. It is only English. So do your best that professionally, the journalists, even the journalists, do your best that the doctors to join Ines Mali so that you can promote or improve your English and whatever you want. So it is very easy to get us. We are always at every Saturday at Calabancroix, École de langue canado-américaine, near 30 meters, Grand Toubou 30 meters, the traffic light over there. Or you can go to our social media. It is Ines Mali, INES in French, Ines Mali. So you will see on our Facebook page everything that you want. If you want to call us, you can call it on Ines Mali pages and we'll answer you.
Okay, so that means English is very important until we say that English has become today the lingua franca of the world. That means one of the language the most spoken in the world. So I'm really very happy to receive you here, dear guest. So here we're going to put an end to this program here. But before all, I was with Miss Tariba Traore. Mr. Traore is the president of Ines Mali. Mr. Draman Kulubali is Secretary General of Ines Mali. And Mr. Rabat Traore. Mr. Traore is Secretary of Organization of Ines Mali. They are going to organize a great day, Ines Mali Day, tomorrow Sunday on the hill of Badala Bougou. So we're going to put an end to this program here, and we hope to be together next Saturday at the same time on the same channel. Thank you for watching.
Weekly news.
Education, politics,
Economics, culture. Weekly news, a round wrap of national news of the week on Renouveau TV every Saturday.
Weekly news, the news to English speakers.